Hello everybody, this is Frogman. Welcome back to Feed the Beast Genesis. I'm making a quick run back over here to this little this city because of the fact that I'm kind of looking at a couple of the recipes that we're going to have to work on here fairly soon. And I noticed some things, or at least the stuff that they stated in the last episode, or some of the things that we might have picked up that we might actually be able to find here that we may want to come get. Namely, this stuff. They're talking about doing some clay working and some other things, plus some of the other technologies that we're going to need are going to need, well, these particular bricks to be able to make a machine so that we can make a couple of things. So I have a plan today. I want to kind of get into a little bit more technology than what we currently have, and I need to make sure that he doesn't eat me, do the usual and all that kind of stuff, because we spent a good time last time wandering around in the nether picking things up, and well, that did a decent amount of work, but of course I kind of just closed down the recording after that and went and did a bunch of other stuff because of, well, the time of the year it is, and the fact that one of my other video games that I am enjoying playing decided they want to put a massive update out. So we're kind of playing that kind of game too. So I want to gather up a couple of these bricks things here, and I might even see about just seeing if we don't have any regular color standard normal, and I probably should drink a little bit of water. Terracotta. Don't drink I guess you can drink another one. There you go. Okay. If there's any terracotta here, just regular terracotta, not the current stuff that we're seeing, and I wasted water. I know. I'm sorry. I'm so bad at that. If they have any stuff like this that is regular colored in the area, I might be interested in it as well, because we're going to need to look in possibly getting into immersive engineering. And getting into immersive engineering is going to require a decent amount of brick and a decent amount of terracotta. So I don't know exactly whether or not this terracotta will allow us to make the wire connectors. They do. Beautiful. So we're going to have to play a little bit around with that stuff here in just a second. So I'm kind of over here just doing a little bit of, borrowed time stuff. I'm going to gather up, I don't know, as much of this as it'll let me get without, getting eaten. And then I will go back over to the base and we can start talking about moving forward, because there's going to be some technology we need, and I think I got plenty of those for right now. And in order to kind of bootstrap that, I don't feel like trying to craft the stuff that I'm supposed to craft, so I'm just going to do the usual, which is if the stuff is available in the world, I'm going to dig it up and bring it with me. So I will see you all once I get done harvesting a little bit more stuff in the overworld. Alright, duck back inside, duck back inside, run, run, run. I was kind of thinking I could probably just, if we need to, again, if we need to, we'll just demolish this thing, because there's plenty of clay and whatnot here. And, well, looking at some of the stuff that I needed to be doing in order to be able to make the thing that I know I'm going to need to make in order to get some things done in IC2, we need to be able to make bronze, and I don't really care to make bronze the direction that they want me to make bronze. So we're going to look at some of the stuff that's going on in here, because I was kind of looking around at some of the stuff. So just kind of doing the in-between episodes kind of stuff. I was going to go do a fair amount of, a little bit more mining, but I think for the absolute second right now, we're okay. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things. I'm going to take those and I'm going to put those in there, because we need to do something to get certain other mods started. So Inferium can kind of stay put, and you can go in here. I don't know why it was in there. And of course we get another one of these. I'd love to be able to drink it to get the bottles, but it is what it is. Wow, did I get my butt chewed up. The mobs in this stuff is pretty amazing. It keeps you from dying at a massive, and I mean massive, detrimental use to the durability. I repaired those things up almost all the way full, and then I ran into something that was incredibly fast and kept smacking me with a sword, and I managed to just barely get away until I got it cornered and then killed it. So there we go. Chapter completed. It's one of those, they don't tell you to return back to the chapter when you're done. So refined iron ingot, we now have orange tulip seeds, some more experience. I just love it. We had to head over here to do this kind of stuff, and they said, now finally go do this. Again, this pack is kind of, they're giving you a specific direction of where they want you to go, but they don't absolutely make a perfect line out of the whole thing. They say go over here, go over there, go back to here, go do this, but don't bother to go back and look, because you might be able to open up some stuff. Anyhow, we will continue on, and the reason why I was looking at that is because of the fact that that will allow us to do some stuff. So that'll allow us to make an iron furnace, which will make things go faster. And of course, a machine block. So once this is done, I can make this, which is a machine block. That should start that one. Beautiful. Correct. Nice. That'll get us 4 of those. All right, cool. And even hotter. So if I remember correctly, an electric furnace is going to require an iron furnace. So you might as well just break one of these down and break that one down and get some of that iron that you got and make 2 iron furnaces. These things are slightly faster, and they're not much more than that. They're just a little bit faster. So we'll go ahead and make 2 of them. Drop 1 down. 1 will become our electric furnace, but for now I think we'll probably just leave that right there. That'll work fine. Now, if I remember correctly with these, yes, I believe I can now program using various things with this kind of with these particular furnaces. And this is supposed to be IC2 Classic, but IC2 never had this kind of information when it came with the basic iron furnaces and whatnot. But I do believe we can program sides for it now to be able to push, pull, and or do things. Yes, import export rule. Yes, awesome, cool. So I will admit, straight up and honest, I am not a huge fan of IC2. It or any of those kinds of mods where you have to kind of do things like Greg Tech does, but it's fine. It's okay. We'll live. So what I want to do is I want to get to bronze. And in order to get to bronze, we need to get to an alloy smelter. An alloy smelter is going to allow us to make alloys. And the easiest way to make that is with an electric furnace. So I'm going to grab one of these guys. The parts that we just grabbed, I guess I shouldn't have bothered even doing this. You can have those, sure. All right, I need those and an electric furnace. Electric furnace is going to be 2 redstone, electric furnace, and 1 of those. Where is our redstone? This is going to eat into this pretty quickly because we don't have redstone yet, so we'll have to be careful. Inferium coal, amazing, thank you. Make 1 of those. Electric furnace. Where's it at? That one. Go. Awesome. I'll save that machine frame for later. Now, from here on out, as far as I know, I have to use a wrench to pick these things up. As far as I know. So the problem will be we need to make sure we build all of this so we can pick this stuff up when we get to the point. That right there, or the electric wrench, which I don't know exactly. Can I craft? No, we haven't found any tin yet. So I'll have to do this for a little bit. Is there any other wrench? Used to be you could make just about any wrench. Precision wrench, electric wrench, wrench. So again, we need to be able to make bronze, and they're pushing us towards using the alloy kiln to make bronze. However, I know I can make it in this little dude here for the same process, doing a little bit easier math, and we're going to need this alloy smelter for various other things going forward. Aluminum, yeah, I'm pretty sure aluminum. And bronze, and more bronze, probably mostly just bronze, so we might as well just get this set up anyway. Also netherite, pulsating quartz, electrum, all the interesting things, overclocking upgrades. Is that how you make those? Ooh, that's kind of cool. That's cool. Huh. Steel, of course, this will allow us to get into steel. And that will allow us to do, yeah, and I knew that was coming too. So we kind of want to get this going. And when we get it going, I mean, we're going to place it someplace where it can sit still for a little while next to a generator or whatever it needs to do the stuff. So you do this, you're going to give me a battery box, awesome, and a cobble generator upgrade for whichever one that is. Faster furnace runs on fuel, we know that, wonderful, very well. Alloy smelter. I'm going to ignore the point, and this is why I was seeing this kind of stuff. That's an advanced circuit that's going to be lapis. I thought I found lapis. Didn't I find lapis? Might not be able to do this just yet either. I could have swore I saw lapis. Between 30 and 60 in the nether. Okay, maybe, possible. I don't know. We'll put this away for right now. I'm going to close up a couple things, and I will be right back. I'm going to go see about that. Because we're not doing any of this without any of that. Well, I'm just gonna call it on that end of it. I ran around for a little bit, didn't see anything because of the fact that there wasn't anything. This nether lapis or lapis here lapis nether lapis found between 30 and 60. I walked everywhere I could walk at this point, or at least for the point in time where I didn't feel like trying to die continuously, and I didn't see a single thing that looked like it. Now, granted, it could be one block in a million. But if you're going to put a tooltip on something that says that, it had better very well be there because that's what we were looking for. I did find a couple of cool things. I mean, I found some more stickweed and some other stuff in a chest and a very nasty dude that killed me and almost killed me and gave me a couple of things. But yeah, I don't see anything other than that. So we're going to put some stuff away. I'm going to put a lot of this random junk that I just got away. Again, Frogman does not have a problem running around doing what he needs to do to find some stuff in the overworld or in the nether. It's not something that scares me that much. So if I have to, I'll go, shopping in a place where it's inhospitable. But I was hoping to be able to at least get into something that would allow me to make something, and I guess I'm probably doing it again the hard way. So let me put some stuff away, and then we'll move on. Anyhow, looking around at some of the stuff, I did pick this up. I don't know what it is, but I think we're going to go put it in the farm. If it's what I think it is, my copper problems are over. Probably. Anyway. So we're going to go over here, plant this. I don't need the nether for right now. We can sure put that away. Would have liked to have had a different thing, another one of these to be able to put things up in. I do believe that these are technical, like I can put a waystone inside the thing if I wanted to and be able to hit it from the overworld. See, theoretically, this is a dimension. When you craft it, it's like, just another dimension that the game holds open, and theoretically you can chunk load it somehow. So I don't know if that's the actual case or if that's the way it works, but like this hasn't been growing, you can tell, because well, it's none of this has completely done what it needs to do. Let's go. If this is what I think it is, I'm going to put one of those right there, and you can go right there. And if that does what I think it's going to do, I don't know why I even bothered with this. We'll have to do some more crossbreeding and other stuff to get that to work. Give me wheat seeds and see if I can't put a little bit of stuff on here. Can I have this? Tell me how much. Not much for fertile. No, I don't want that. No. Can I only do 75 fertilizer? Interesting. Okay, cool. We'll leave that alone. I'm going to see. I bet you that's copper. And if it is copper, well, then it's going to get spread 2 different directions in whichever direction we need it to go. All right, so I was looking at trying to do some stuff with that path. We can't really do a whole heck of a lot. You're going to give me another electric circuit, a circuit breaker, and some cobbled deep slate for the basic thingy here as far as this chapter is concerned. I think we have a ways to go yet before we can do much of anything in here, although I think I probably can maybe just kind of dig around and do some stuff. Where were we when we were messing around last time? I know this is the beginning of this is going to be kind of all over the place. I apologize. I was hoping to find something. I got told not so much. So a new alloy 10, yeah, this was where the direction of this was coming from. They want us to make this, which means any one of the types of bronze in order to be able to do some more stuff with IC2. I'm not worried about IC2. I don't care about bronze at this point either. So we're going to, I guess, keep trying to do the thing that was told to us where? Sprouting new life, no. Selective breeding, yes. That. So, by exposing the alien flora to our atmosphere, it's taken on an entirely new property. This plant now seems edible and extremely robust. We need to get it to do Terrawort. To breed Terrawort, you normally need to create a breeding bed similar to stickweed breeding, but with Netherwort. Luckily, our scientists have discovered Netherwort mutate rapidly in the presence of cold. Oh. Oh. Where did I put that snow block? I was wondering why this wasn't changing. I am going to, for sure, in between episodes, we will be moving almost all of this over to this one side, probably to include the water and whatever's over here. This place is too big to be wandering back and forth to be doing this, so where did I put the snow? One single snow block. That's all we got. Go. No, we'll just, no, give me, pickaxe. Quit moving things around. So we will revisit that chapter at a later date. I'm going to hope that that does something, and I don't really care as to what's going on here. So we'll let that roll for just a little bit. I may need to do a little bit more nutrient on it. Can I? Do I? Where is this stuff? Oop, nope. We'll just do it to there. That's fine. And I guess why is this here? Come here. Quit messing around with me. Thank you very much. All right. So I'm going to let that do what it needs to do because, again, we're kind of stuck right in a point right now. Red wheat we need. So we might need to start working on this as well. This is going to be fun. I bet that's not it, but we'll leave it alone for now. Yeah, I'm going to have to move a bunch of stuff. Well, like I said, off camera. I don't suppose it's that stuff up there they're talking about. Whatever. See what happens here. This shouldn't take too terribly long. What can we do while we're waiting? I'm beginning to we'll see how this goes. Recycler. I mean, I guess we could get into recycling. Probably what is an EU? Craft a flux converter. LV transformer. Yeah, we're going to have some fun, I think, eventually when we decide we want to start getting into EU and all of that stuff. I was hoping to kind of move into that so that I could get some steel, but that's not happening. Where? Okay, so in looking at making snow, you know, we need snowballs, right? We need snowballs. That's an entropy manipulator. If you click on here, you get given one as a quest for this charger here, which I can do. And I believe there is such a thing as a crank for the top of that thing that'll allow me to charge it so I can make snowballs. I'm pretty sure that's probably the way they were intending it to happen, but hey, let's put this, and that away, and I've got too much crap. Again, love it when you've got too much crap. Go in there and there. Don't lose these things. Where did I put all the steel and the iron and the copper? So I think it's 6 copper, or it's like, I don't know, something like that, right? Charger. I mean, I'll get there eventually. I just got to figure out how to do things like normal. So there's a charger. If I put this away and I place this anywhere, so we'll put you right there, right? There used to be a handle. Yeah, I thought that was still a thing. And a piece of copper. Go. This is old school. Yeah, all right, cool. Give me this. Thank you. Get in there. Charge. I'll see you all once I get a bunch of snow. And we spin a little bit here, and you make sure you have enough stuff. This is such a... Get the torches out of your inventory there, you silly fool. So it says right on it here, if you're trying to get the stuff to make this work, this is how we're probably going to have to do it. And I figures, considering the fact it's probably too hot here, we probably can't do the alternate method, at least for right now. But again, shift right click on flowing water. If you shift right click on not flowing water, it turns into ice. So that's flowing water. That'll get me some snowballs. It eats up a pretty decent amount, but that'll at least get us a couple of blocks to play with, at least in the way that we have been doing this little process here. So is this is, yeah, okay, cool. All right, let me find, I guess we'll go, this is probably about as good as any, because unfortunately I gotta do the thing. Is there any good stuff down here? Yes, there's one right there, and there's one right there. Okay. So one needs to be a snow block. One needs to be a snow block, and then I want to put that, then this, that, this, and the dirt. No, I don't want dirt. We don't want dirt. We want soul sand. Soul sand. All right. And then I do crop stick, crop stick, crop stick, cross, crop stick, cross, and netherwort. There and there. And you do your thing, please. I swear I'll get better at this game or this recording or this whatever it is eventually, but you know, you just kind of get to rolling and you look over, you made yourself a cut and forgot you were to turn yourself back on again. So we're working on trying to get the red wheat seeds going. They require a special setup with redstone, or I should say with netherwort, so I've gone ahead and kind of made a little bitty dark room for them, and we'll just see how this works. I'm going to go do something about like that, I think, and that, and then maybe one right there. They supposedly want low light and an enclosed area, so this is enclosed as I can get it and still making accessible, so we'll close that, let it go. We'll read here, read here, red wheat right there. Red wheat will yield redstone when grown. Of course, requires an enclosed space and also low light level, 7 or less. 7 or less, which means I don't even need the torch. But anyhow, we'll do as the picture is shown. Obviously, it's not very big. It's going to look something like this with redstone torches and whatever. We're just going to have to wait on those to go. I don't know why this is not growing. I guess they finally decided to grow once I enclosed them. So these guys, they have the snow blocks underneath of them. We'll just go ahead and close that in because redstone, netherwort necessarily doesn't need a lot of light to grow, but you know, it's one of those over the years you kind of played with it and figured things out, and it tends to not it doesn't really matter, more or less what I wanted to say. Light or no light, netherwort seems to grow pretty fine without any. So we will let these guys grow. I know I keep sticking my head in here. I suppose I could, whatever, leave them, whatever, just go away. So I'll let that go, and we'll see how things are in a little bit. We've got a while to go, and I've got a few things to do. What do I use this for? I think I probably got it. I'm not 100% sure. At least on one of these, we might have gotten it. Let's check it out real quick. Red wheat. Is that red wheat? Amazing. Oh, that took a minute or two. All it was doing was crossbreeding and giving us, more of this kind of stuff that I don't necessarily need. How I plant you, sir? Do you live in darkness or what? I'm assuming probably similar to the same kind of thing that we've already been playing with. Sure, we'll just put you down. Well, the fun thing is to do something like this and then spread it whichever direction you need to go. So the netherwort, not worried about. You, please go to work, do what you need to do. Hopefully that'll grow. I just happen to be clicking on things. This right here, this is all I've been getting. Either that's that right there, that's a pumpkin seed, and this of course is netherwort. So this is taken forever, and I'm glad I did this big as I did in here. So we shall see how this works, whether the red wheat needs to be grown indoors like that or not. Are you going to give me some more? Right, I need to do that. Can I do? I need to let that grow. I'll let that grow a little bit, and then we'll take this stuff and combine it with that because, of course, we're going to need redstone. Let's see. Requires... When the grown and harvested red wheat can be particularly difficult to breed because it requires lower air quality, enclosed space, and also low light levels to grow. Okay. So from here on out forever, it has to be in here, is what I'm guessing. Okay. So I might have had it several times and I broke it and did whatever, but I will leave that alone. And what I miss about the old magical crops and the crop breeding and the crop doing the stuff like this is the fact that the old way of doing things, there was only one thing you could get. You know, you would either get, well, I should say the only one thing you get, like 3 things you could theoretically get when you were trying to crossbreed plants like this with the old methods of doing things, instead of a loot table where it pulls an RNG number out of a hat of a dozen or more different things. You'd only get like 3 or 4 things. You'd get the one of the original parents, a mutated version of the original parents, or a weed, or the mutant plant that you're looking for. Not 16 different things like this. Again, that is, again, the next time I've seen that. So I'm going to let that grow the next time, and maybe, I don't know, maybe those are supposed to be that color, but they have not done anything. And like I said, between these two right here, I've seen, I don't know how many pumpkin plants and how many flower seeds, and again, a sea pickle. That's every single thing that you play with is capable of doing that. That's a little ridiculous for a pack that's giving you this kind of a, a process here. You're getting stuck. I'm getting stuck right here because of that. And I can't craft anything up here without this. I don't even know what all these are. Beetroot seeds. I've already got beetroot seeds. I don't even beetroot seeds. This, I don't know where we're going with this. Again, I'm kind of just wandering forward slowly to see what happens. But this is the kind of thing that takes a person like me and makes me stop playing mod packs, because this is annoying. This is not how it used to be and not how it should be. There shouldn't be 15 different things that the thing can produce. So that's, I don't know, probably not it either. Again, another flower. This time I'm going to let it grow and we'll see what happens. This is taking me all day. This episode was supposed to have been out, what is it, about an hour, 2 hours from, an hour ago probably by now. I don't know. We'll see. I've kind of been, lackadaisical on doing some stuff, mainly because it's a Christmas season and a few other things. But still, like, this shouldn't be this kind of waiting around for things to happen in a pack like this. So, if nothing else, I might give it about another 10 or 20 minutes and probably just cheat those things in, because I'm not going to wait around for them, especially when I got these. So, we'll see. Okay, so I'm probably an idiot, and I've had that happen several times now, but I haven't gotten them past this point. So apparently, this Terrawort is the same color as regular Netherwort until it hits a growth stage of whatever that growth stage is, or at least this is a fairly new thing. I'll leave it alone. We've got the the Redwheat growing in here slowly. It is really, really, really slow. I mean, it's doing what it needs to do, but that's going to be pretty terrible again on how to make things work as far as trying to get a decent amount of well, that stuff over time, and that didn't make anything, so we'll go ahead and do that again. This is the thing I need regardless, so I'm going to have to probably move that out from underneath the other one, but at least I got what I wanted. So you can come out of here, you can come out of here, you can come out of here, and I'm going to go ahead and dig this up and this up. And if I have to, I'll make some more stuff and see where we go. We need that stuff in order to be able to craft certain other things. And I'm going to need to start spreading it right now if it'll let me spread it. So we'll go ahead and do something like this. I'm assuming, reading on what I'm seeing in here, that this requires, to breed it, you normally need to create a breeding bed similar to stickweed breeding, but netherwort. Luckily, our scientists have discovered the netherwort mutate rapidly in the presence of cold. Okay, so I wonder if the question then means that the snow block has to transfer past that. So what we'll do is we'll put a snow block here with this under it. This there, that there. What did I do with my other piece of nether stuff? Yeah, then what I'll do is we'll do this, this, that, and then I'm going to get some more stuff. Terrawort, Terrawort. Okay, so they will spread off of something that doesn't have the snow block on it. That is good to know. So that's going to be a little bit of the end of that, I think, for today. I've got a mess of cutting and chopping that I need to do, but that is Redwheat, Terrawheat, and a couple of dead ends today, which is about normal. Terrawheat, Terrawort, was a couple of dead ends for about the way things normally go. Had we not been able to get Terrawheat, we should have been able to at least, or Terrawheat, the way this goes, we should have been at least been able to craft it using Botania, which I believe as soon as I harvest some of this stuff, we will be able to do the work. So, are you completed? You are. Can I have some? Thank you. There we go. Terrawho. We at least got that done and this done, so that'll give us 15, 15, 15. Amazing. I probably should go ahead and just do that with this stuff right now. Supposedly this stuff is edible and will help cure us from radiation, which I'm not really concerned about right now. Unless I end up with some radiation poisoning, then I'll worry about it. So I'm going to rip all this area down. We'll probably go ahead and build some more of that stuff in, like right here. I need to shorten up some of this, just get rid of some of this, wonderful decoratory stuff, and I should actually be probably running this through my thing that I did set up. I did finally set up a composter so that I could actually take some of this leftover stuff that we're getting. The sugarcane that I have produces pretty rapidly, so it's not like I can't make a massive amount of bone meal using all the sugarcane and a couple other little things. So I think in between episodes, maybe this time, or I'll try to, depending on how other things go, we should be able to get a couple of other things going. I just don't know why this isn't growing very quickly. It doesn't seem that very bright in here, but I mean, it says light level of 7 or below, it's a light level 5. So, I mean, if I turn this to gloomy or moody, yeah, it's still pretty bright in here. I don't know. Maybe that's the problem. I don't know. We'll have to find out. We'll let these grow. For right now, I'm going to call this. I've got a lot of work I got to get done, and I will see you all in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.